Yeah. Empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
Yeah, this is a blooper for real.
So I am going to turn my device. Y'all. Now, welcome to Snack Cackle Talk. I am your host, Lacey. She don't want to come in the screen. Okay, my viewers over here. Y'all see her, okay? And we are hella lit already because we're trying to go live on TikTok. And TikTok is funny as hell. Because TikTok didn't give me absolutely no warnings that we were going live.
I'm in tears, okay?
All it did was ask if I wanted to give them access, and I said yes.
And then
it said
3, 2, 1.
And I was like, wait a minute, are we live already?
No, no, she didn't. She was reading something on the screen, and then that's when she realized we were live.
And look, I'm not even ready.
Yes, she is.
Or nothing.
Yes, she is. She better leave it.
It just started going live over here on TikTok.
She ready.
And so I had no choice but to go live over here
and
on my StreamYard.
I said I'm gonna sip my coffee.
TikTok hella wrong for this because y'all could have warned me.
They did.
Because on my StreamYard, at least on my StreamYard is like I start my live and then I go live and then I start. And then it does my opening. So I got time to.
They gave her a warning. They gave her a countdown.
A 3-second countdown. That is not fair. So I'm all on here. I still got my headband on. Hair ain't done.
That's a part of the attire.
Listen, she said leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it.
She ready.
Now, for those of you that I'm looking at right here, straight ahead, this is Facebook and YouTube. Now, y'all gonna see me look over here, and I'm going to be talking to everybody that is on TikTok because I don't want TikTok to just only stare at the side of my face while I'm talking. So I'm gonna be going back and forward.
They're not gonna stare at me at all.
She's in one screen TikTok. She, as you see, she's not hopping in this screen.
Nope.
Because TikTok is hella wrong for how they did us.
Shoulder. Oh, see, you already got some comments. See, look at her. Look at her.
So I'm just saying, like, this is kind of crazy, and it's the first time for us to do this. So
wait, you know what? Let me look at TikTok.
So I'm gonna give my Facebook viewers time to hop on this feed. Y'all already know what it is. Today is Relationship Saturday. Now, for you TikTokers, y'all are new to my channel, and I appreciate every last one of y'all for being new subscribers to me because I'm not too familiar with TikTok. I'm new on TikTok. And what I do is I just hold a little conversation panel. Well, a panel of 2, sometimes 3, at times 4, but very rare. And we just get on here 3 days a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Okay, on Tuesdays it's Hot Topic Tuesdays. On Thursdays it's Freestyle Thursday, where anything goes. We can talk about anything. I'll open the floor for you guys if y'all want to have open topic conversations. If y'all got something y'all want to say, get off your chest, who knows? Anything goes on that day. And then as of today, like always, Saturdays was our starting point. It's always been our relationship Saturday. So that has not changed. And that's what today is. So the topic that I have for you guys today is the controversy behind passwords, social media, and device access.
Yep.
Should couples, basically any couples, it doesn't matter if you're fresh, starting out, or if you're committed, married,
Did you say
Um,
fresh and starting out? No, not fresh.
I'm
and starting
address.
out.
I'm addressing. I'm saying I'm addressing all couples, fresh couples
Okay,
as well,
I'm
because
gonna
I'm
let-
seeing it the most in the fresh couples.
I'm gonna let you go and get it out. I'm gonna let you get it. But you know what? I need to be in view. of
Yeah,
this.
get
I
in
sure
view.
do. I sure do, because this is gonna be good. Y'all, I knew nothing of this topic until we got here, so let's go and get that out.
Yeah, so should couples share all their passwords and device access, social media platform stuff in any relationship? Like I said,
It
any.
depends on the relationship. No, not new couples, not fresh couples, because they are new and fresh. They don't know enough about each other to be sharing passwords.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now, usually for me, usually my comment will be that you do whatever your relationship allow you to do.
That part on the password.
That is usually how I see things, but it's kind of overstepping some boundaries.
Yes. That's kind of an invasion of privacy. But if you want to share your password, then more power to you. Because
what
you're
else
doing
you're gonna have to share after that? Because this is the thing.
underwear,
Yeah.
socks,
I swear I was thinking about
bras,
that.
you know.
I swear that
I
was
wish I
popped up
would
in my
walk.
head.
I wish I would walk in my bedroom and I see him with some of my
Man.
drawers on. Okay, we finna have a deep conversation.
Now we ain't having no conversation. Get out.
You know.
Get out. No, that's. I have no problem sharing. Usually, people that are innocent have no problem sharing, but I am not going to share with you unless I open that invitation to you to share with you.
I'm of the notion that if there's anything you want to know or you have a question about anything that I'm doing, ask me, because I have no problem telling you.
Right. I just, I can't be with absolutely no one. Now, I am married. I've been married for 25 years. Me and my husband have been together. This year marks 27 years in November.
Okay.
So we've been together a long time.
On the other end, I am divorced. I divorced him. He did not divorce me. I am single by choice. I'm single because I want to be, not because I have to be.
And I'm not walking around here asking my husband for his password, his social media usernames, none of that. Now, if my husband feels the need to want to give that to me, then that is on him and an open invitation. Nothing more, nothing less. If I kind of feel, even though I don't have anything to hide, okay, me and my husband, we're very open with each other. So if I have to hide what I'm doing, then maybe you shouldn't just be doing it. Like they always say, maybe you shouldn't do it if you got to hide it.
That's true. And I'm a firm believer that anything that's done in the dark will come to the light.
That
and
part.
I've never been the type to go looking for anything, because like I said,
It's gonna come.
It's gonna come to the light.
Yes.
If I felt suspicious about something, I still didn't go look for anything, because it would always come to me.
And I don't know anybody that has the perfect relationship or the perfect marriage.
I have always said that, because if they say they do, they are lying. There's no such thing as the perfect relationship. There's no such thing as the perfect marriage.
Yes,
There's no such thing.
To say, oh, we're very outgoing, we're open, we have each other's passwords, we this and that and that and this. Do you argue? All right, you ain't perfect. Go sit down. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be in a relationship with nobody that's not gonna argue.
I
don't want to pick an argument.
Because there's gonna be disagreements.
I don't want to pick an argument or nothing like that. But if we can't disagree, and it's always got to be maybe their way, or it's always got to be my way. It's like, just give her. I'm just gonna give her what she wants. No,
Right.
I want to know that you have a voice, that you have a spine, that you have your own mindset, a level head. I want to know that you can be my leader.
Right.
That you do want me to follow you. I'm not a follower.
I don't want to always hear okay, or okay, you're right.
Yeah, whatever
okay,
you want to do.
Let's do what you want to do.
Right. I
don't want you to expect me to do the same.
Exactly. So this kind of password thing, y'all let me know what y'all think on this situation, on how open y'all are with sharing y'all passwords. Now, my husband has my password to my phone, not because he asked for it, okay? I have a lot of things going on, and sometimes when I leave my phone at home, I need to access what's in my phone. I'll call him, I'll call one of my kids, and I'm like, hey, I need y'all to go on my phone and get this, this, and this out of there because I need the information. And vice versa. But it's not because he asked me for my password. I don't have nothing to hide. So if I got something in my text messages and he read it, maybe he shouldn't be reading my text messages. I mean, whatever you find in a person's device, you just need to be strong enough and able to handle what you found.
Right.
And be ready to deal with it. Because if you're not, that's the main thing. If it's against your principles, and if you're not ready to deal with it, then just set it down and act like you didn't read it. If you're not ready to deal with
But that's
what you found.
I think that's a lot of the problem. They can't do that. They always have to confront the person about, oh, so you talking to so and so? Yeah, what y'all talking about? Oh, well, I saw this in your phone, and so y'all planning to meet up? Y'all sure having a lot of conversations. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the sharing of the passwords, and especially got to have the social medias and devices, and you got to read their messages, and we already got an unwanted shadow, both of us.
God.
So we're not gonna.
What's going on? What are you guys talking about?
So my thing is this. It's a control thing to me. If you feel like you have to have everything and got to know everywhere I go, where everybody lives, that's a breach of my privacy. I feel. That's me. I don't want absolutely nobody in my business unless I want you in it. Don't come ask me about it. If I want you to know, I will tell you.
Yeah.
It's going to be an open invitation that I give to you if I tell you, versus you assuming, lurking, sneaking, and then badgering.
I agree.
So it's like, y'all, for those of you that's hopping on my feed on TikTok, like I said, we are on here 3 days a week, okay? And I hopped on here because I need live feed from a lot of people. A lot of my people on Facebook, I get the feeds. Like right now, I was not ready. So I'm going to let y'all know I am the tackiest, the latest, the craziest, the unput togetherest.
Okay, now you making up words now. You making up words.
I am a streamer that do not know how to stream or YouTube. I'm a hot damn mess. And I've been fighting with trying to figure out this streaming stuff. So for those of you that just stream on TikTok, okay, I get it. But if y'all try to stream on YouTube, man, those YouTubers, they can give you a foundation.
Why don't you just say it? Just say it. Just say it.
They lie. Yeah. Yeah. They unless they came out with something that was just booty crazy, then
what's booty crazy?
Exactly. Something that was just booty crazy, then I don't see how they just blew up.
She said booty crazy.
So I've been streaming. We been streaming. Hey, almost 2 years.
Has it been that long?
That went by fast. October. The end of October will be 2 years. So y'all, we've been showing our ass for about 2 years.
No, in the beginning we did not. We were much calmer.
Okay, yeah, we was
much calmer.
Yeah, our background struggled.
Now we don't give a damn.
Our background struggled more than we did. We had big shadows. We have big shadows in the background accompanying us on our little videos, and honey, we were sitting well below the pictures. You still couldn't see the pictures.
See, like the top, the forehead. And, yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, you should get a futon." I got a futon, and baby was like sitting on the floor. Yeah, I look like I just swallowed you, sitting on them futon.
Why do I look like I'm sitting so low? You know,
because why don't you just raise your chair up?
Oh, I didn't know they adjusted.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so weird.
Because I will say, if you notice on this side, I took down the big strip because you disappear. And the crazy part is the strip is on my side when I'm looking at it. But when we somehow put the pictures and stuff up, it's on your side, and I can't see you at all behind the strip.
I just disappeared. And over here, I can't see myself. But that's fine. I don't want to be seen. Let me stop.
The camera's on this side.
But still.
See, this is what we do, y'all. But don't y'all pay us no mind. Like I said, today is our relationship Saturday. And today's topic is the controversy behind passwords, social media, and device access.
Yeah, no. It's a no for me. It's a definite no for me. Because like I said before, if there's anything you want to know that I'm doing, ask me. Because I will tell you. Yeah. Your feelings might get hurt, but ask me.
Nah, for real.
Wait a minute. What is that supposed to mean?
Feelings hurt.
Oh, okay. Wait, pretend it's me or just
in
general?
In general.
Oh, okay.
In general.
I'm just saying. Your feelings might get hurt, but ask me. Don't ask for access to my phone. Don't ask for access to my social media. Not that I do anything on social media. I just have it. But, yeah, just ask me.
I mean, I have a daughter. My daughter went through, well, I have two daughters, but my daughter went through this phase where that her partner, every time I called her, I'm talking to my daughter, and then her partner pipes in and answers on the behalf of my daughter. It's like, do you have me on speaker? Oh, yeah. Why? Now, being a mother, okay, I'm not understanding. When I first came across this, that was how. That was
so
how I
every
first
time
came
you
across.
She had to be on speaker.
So I know. I believe that she had to be on speaker.
Oh no.
And I think that she was reading the text messages that I sent, and because my concern is like I always told you, my kids always believe that they grew up with money, but we broke as hell. and I guess that's a good thing to have given them that falsehood. Moving right along. But this young lady, I guess she just assumed that everybody that she was talking to on the phone was not who she said was on the phone. She even thought her own sister was somebody that wanted to be with her. Because my daughters one is dark skinned and one is light skinned. Wow. And so nobody believed that they were sisters. Trust me, I didn't believe they were sisters. I didn't believe she was mine. She came out so white. I was like, what baby is this?
But that's because of the medication.
Oh, she's yours.
That's
better go find my baby.
That's because of the medication that you were on.
Well, I was a teenager. Yes, I had my first child when I was 17 and my second child like a month or so before I turned 19. Yes. And then I got married at 19. Yes. I wasn't fast, but I was fast. Just whoosh. I was very fertile. Myrtle.
How you gonna say you were fertile? I have more kids than you do.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, the only reason why you have more kids is because I put a stop to mine.
No.
Before you did. When I had the third child, I was done.
Actually,
so when I popped up with the fourth one, that was a done deal.
Actually, I was only supposed to have 3, but they lost my paperwork, and then 2 more slipped in there.
What does your paperwork got to do with you still having?
I'm just saying. And with that last
Nah.
one, I was like, I'm not
No.
leaving here without everything being signed and done in a day. Sure did.
Now that's how it was. Now, because I had my kids in the 90s, you know, they tried that mess where, oh, we got to get your husband to sign. Trust me, my husband ain't got nothing to do with this. We're not having any more kids. Ain't that right, babe? Whatever you say. I was like, so go ahead. First thing when I came out of recovery, did you tie, clip, and burn? I must have been dreaming it, because that's exactly what came out of my mouth.
Wow.
Did you tie, clip, and burn? Then I got hella scared, because they were like, oh, you can still get pregnant. Bet not. Bet not.
Okay, next topic.
So I was glad, but like I said, y'all, one of my daughters had a lesbian relationship, and her partner was like that, and I had to put the foot down.
But you know, that's what a lot of, I mean, I'm not saying this is the case with your daughter, but some females that are in heterosexual relationships, they'll go to a homosexual relationship thinking it's going to be better, when in all actuality, it's worse.
Well, my daughter, I will say this, she didn't have a bad relationship when she was dating men. She just didn't have any patience. She didn't have any patience with the man. I'm very observant, and I'm like, are you gay? No. I mean, if you are, we can sit down and talk about it. I'm not gay. Yeah, that's nasty. I mean, all your friends are going to school 1 minute, single, dating a boy, gay. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. We talked about everything. I couldn't dare go in my mama's house and even bring up the word sex. I probably got slapped in the mouth.
I was that parent too. I mean, because you're living your life for you. You're going to be in the relationship that you want to be in. So you love who you love, or you're supposed to love who you're supposed to love. I can't choose that for you. It's just the society that we live in is going to be harder.
Yeah.
Well, not now, but back then, yes.
Yeah, and we had that sit down talk. Now, when she jumped serious into a relationship and they end up getting married, then that's when it got real. And as a mother now, trust me, I'm one of them parents that if you want to be grown, I am going to treat you as such.
Right.
And you are going to be placed in an adult's place with me. So when she got married, no, I didn't know my daughter was getting married. She was scared to tell me. I guess she thought I was going to be against it. Honey, that is your life. And you don't live here anymore.
So do you know if they had each other's passwords and all of that?
She definitely had my daughter's, for sure.
So you don't know?
Because she used to go in and block.
Oh, wow.
A lot of my daughter's friends. It took a lot for my daughter to regain back those connections because people understood it, you know.
And you know what? That's one thing I told my ex-husband.
And it took years for her to break free of that.
I told my ex-husband, I was like, you know, I don't know why. I've always had more, even in high school, I've always had more male friends than strictly friends. I've always had more male friends than female friends. So when I got with my ex-husband, which I knew for years, I knew him. He was actually my best friend, who was a guy, my best friend's brother. So he knew that I had more male friends than female friends. But I reiterated when we got together, I said, look, I have more male friends than female friends. These friends will be here after you are gone. So they'll be here after you're gone. So either you can deal with it or not deal with it. Oh, wow. That's crazy. But so I just had to let him know that.
So, y'all, those of you that may be watching right here on Facebook, so I just got a TikTok strike.
Already?
Why, I do not know. So just give me a minute, because I'm going to have to hop back on here. Okay. Yeah. Let them know. I don't even know why I got a strike. But they straight up just removed
the whole video.
The whole
the whole live.
they removed my whole live.
Wow. So we're gonna have to do some research on what can be talked about and what can't be talked about. But yeah, I told him, I have more male friends than female friends, and they're going to be here after you are gone. So you just have to deal with it. I'm not trying to change who you have friends with, so you can't change who I have friends with. It's not that I hang around them all the time, but just know that I have these friends.
Right. So it's like, I'm trying to figure it out so I can get back on my live. I definitely can't do it. Like I said, seeing my daughter go through that, and it took her years to break free of that. And now I have another family member going through it, and everybody, we can all sit back and try to warn this person because we see it.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Do you see the same traits and characteristics?
Oh yeah, I saw it just when I first met the young lady, and then I saw it when I kept meeting the young lady, and then I kept seeing the young lady, and I kept seeing the young lady, and I kept seeing the young lady. And she's not a rude person or anything like that, but that is something mental that needs to be diagnosed and treated, my opinion. Because to sit there and have somebody underfoot in your business, on your phones, gotta read your messages, you can't go nowhere without all in your social media, you can't even be free no more. And the sad part is that you yourself don't even notice that your freedom was taken.
But how?
Because you're too busy trying to pleasure that person.
But how is this other person able to have a life?
She ain't got no life. Her life is to control the other life.
Yeah, so. Ooh, that just gave me a headache.
Oh, they said I said a hate speech.
What?
Live access suspended. Hate speech and hateful behaviors.
Maybe it was because we were talking about. Then they thank you for going live. What kind of mess is that?
This is crazy.
You might not be able to. Not for a while.
Y'all excuse me. Because you know what's crazy? Is that as fast as I got on here, I got kicked off.
You have to watch what you say.
I got kicked out. And you can literally be on people's lives and they can say B, F, P, A, all these words, and I don't even know what I said that was wrong. I don't even know what I said.
I don't know either. There's no way to go back and watch it because it was taken down.
Listen. So I'm gonna do this. Let's find a way around all that.
That is a darn good camp. Man, I'm gonna have to break down and go.
Oh.
Because I said I wanted to get an Android for my other line so I don't forget how to work on it.
First of all, how do we flip this thing around?
Oh,
there it is.
Okay. That is a damn good camera. I can see every pore, blemish.
Now, so TikTok, that I have to video myself
and then post it.
And then I'm gonna post this video.
But then it can only be so long.
That's all right, because I don't even know how I even got kicked off of my live after just hopping on my live.
Okay, now don't do a rant because then it won't be able to be done.
Y'all,
my eyebrows don't look too bad. They look bad.
Y'all know what our topic was about. Our topic was about the controversy behind password, social media,
She's
and
so
device
she didn't
access.
even straighten up the camera. I need to get something to light my lips.
It is sideways, isn't it?
Y'all, I promise I'm not a smoker. My lips look like it though. I don't smoke. I need you to put it all on me.
I'm trying to get you in the frame. There we go. Listen. And I might as well just leave this on my head.
Didn't I tell her that in the beginning? I told her that in the beginning. It's a part of her attire now.
So, for those of y'all on TikTok, I'm gonna, until they get me out the corner, I'm gonna have to figure out what it is that I said that got me put into timeout.
Well, it had to be something to do with the GAY word.
I didn't even say that word, did I?
Yeah.
I said she's in a same-sex relationship, didn't I? I said a lesbian.
Maybe that was it. Well, I mean, it's not like we talk about that all the time, so.
Lord. Y'all, I don't even dislike the LGBTQ, however you pronounce it, the gay community, the lesbian community, the bisexuals, the transsexuals, the identified as, and that's questionable, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. I have absolutely no HATE for any of you guys.
Me either.
Because your life does not affect my life.
Mine either.
It does not pay my bills. It doesn't pay my rent. It doesn't cash my check. It doesn't
you know
feed
what?
my table.
It's not even that. It's I have friends that are associated with all of those communities, and hey, they my friends. What they do is their business.
Yes, and like
I have family that's associated with all of those communities, and I love them nonetheless.
Yes, my daughter and my family members well, my daughter was, but my family member is, and I have no HATE for this lifestyle. I only have a concern of their safety and awareness.
Yeah. But fortunately, my friends or family have not faced the issues that your friends or family has yet.
Yeah.
And hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Because the only reason why I can see it in my family member is because it's exactly the same as what my daughter went through. Now, me and my daughter's ex, we actually get along.
Now or before?
No, before.
Or so y'all, and you still get along?
And we still get along now. She's a follower on all of my platforms.
Okay, well, that's good. But it's just...
Because remember, she used to send me money out the blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's good.
As a thank you for all the times that I helped her.
Oh, wow. That's good.
I looked up one day and I had $2,000. I was like,
wait, what?
I'm not going to touch this money. I was scared.
I would push it right onto the side.
She still calls me mom. Now, it's just like their relationship is just like a boy-girl relationship. Because when they break up and then they have disagreements and can't come to terms,
they call you.
I'm the middleman. I'm the middle woman, the middle person. Can you tell your daughter? Vice versa. Can you tell your son? That's what they would say. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. And it's like, look, y'all grown. Remember y'all was grown? Mm-hmm. All right. I'm treating y'all like y'all grown. Y'all need to figure it out. But don't call me now. Y'all need to call her and act like y'all got some sense. Same way y'all snuck behind my back to do what y'all did. Y'all need to go on and continue. You know, figure it out. Yeah, what you want me to do? I can't do nothing.
Yep.
You know? So my whole thing with the whole password and the social media sharing and the device access, it can become dangerous.
Messy and complicated.
I ain't got Dr. Pepper today, y'all. I'm drinking fountain.
Me either. I am drinking a French vanilla iced coffee.
I like that cup.
Girl, I got this at Walmart. It was on clearance for $3.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
$3 worthy because it don't look like it.
Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why I bought it, because it was $3. Because I have a plethora of cups.
Me too.
Not many, a plethora.
Yeah. I got a whole double door going across the whole thing cabinet.
I have this cup, and then I got a 20-ounce cup like this, and then I have gobs of insulated cups. And
you know, while we was off of work, I really, you bored when you go through your cabinet of cups and you go through your drawer tops and you try to
see which ones fit. Girl, I ordered extra tops just in case my little flip ups break.
I went and got an empty box and put all the cups and all the tops in the box, and I just sat there in front of the TV, just sitting up there trying to see which one had mates. And then which ones didn't got thrown in the trash.
I don't have that issue because let my kids tell it I'm a little OCD. I always keep the correct lid on the correct top. But I ordered extra lids just in case my little flip ups
break.
Yep. So I can just
no. The majority of the cups are mine, or Mr. Wilson's, because we had a ton of shaker cups from when we was heavy into weightlifting and stuff. And so we got a lot of those protein cups. And once the kids got older and they started drinking out of those cups, then it's like stuff just started getting mixed up. They never put stuff back. Because I always kept it, once you wash it and dry, you just put it on there and put it back in the cabinet.
Well, see, I never kept my cups in the cabinet. I kept my cups in my room. Because they're my cups. And my cups were expensive. So it's new not to drink out of my cups.
Listen, I'm going to have to show you my room.
And see, if I let my kids drink out of my cup, it's because I let them have it.
We got toys everywhere. He wanted one toy in there, and I looked up and there was a wall.
Oh no. If you wanted one toy, that one toy is it. If I saw another one, get it out. Go. You don't move it, I'm going to move it. And you know what's going to happen if I move it. I don't care how much it costs. You said one. Now you have two. One of them got to go.
But you know what? He mad because he moved his toys off the wall that was supporting them. He had them stacked at their knee, right? And he moved them onto a different wall. Well, more like a corner. Mm-hmm. A small corner than where it was at, because it was taking up a whole quarter of a wall to a small corner that was going in the corner that was coming out to the floor. I'm like, what are you finna do with all these toys? Aren't you gonna box them up, secure them? The kids, they walking around and getting into stuff now. They're gonna start messing with your toys. I don't want to hear your mouth. We can't hunt them toys. Done fell over. I was just simply like, well, you know,
Told you it was gonna happen. No, I would have just said,
you got
Told
too
you
many
so.
toys.
told you so.
Not too many toys. He's a serious diehard collector. And ain't nothing wrong with it. It just
You need the space.
it becomes hoardership. For those of you whose spouses are just now getting into collecting, it becomes hoardership.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if you have the space, see, at that point, that's when you go buy a climate. You go get a climate controlled storage if you can afford it, and you get the shelving to go along with it.
Okay, so you saw my office
Mm-hmm.
and you see my office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That used to be a corner. Then we got everything that was in the corner of the room that done fell, toppled over because it just too many toys. Okay, but he originally always had our garage room because we never used our garage room for anything. It was closed in when we moved in there and made it to a useless room really, because whoever did it, they put it was like a half workshop area where it was like these countertops and sinks, and you got this look like a tool cabinet, you know, and then you got carpet, and then you got a wood burning stove and a half brick wall with a half wood slated wall. We was like, what is this supposed to be? A sitting there?
You got in a den.
It wasn't nowhere to plug no TV in it.
Cause it's been a sit.
You had to you basically had one half a wall, and then you had a tenth of a wall, and the full wall was occupied by the wood burning stove. And across from that, you got the cabinets and only one set of
So
plugs.
basically, y'all have like an emergency room if it's got a wood burning stove. Oh, you best believe I'd be using it when the power go out.
Never. We have been there 20 years. Have never, ever.
Girl.
And we got the house is a 1949 built home, so we have a furnace in the floor. Never have we ever. I wouldn't put a rug over that because I was scared a bug was gonna come up out of it. I didn't even know what it was. So never have we ever. Usually we turn our stove on, which they say that's a no-no, but we turn our stove on and that warms up half the house. And then everybody has their own heater.
Gotta make sure I had some
Because
firewood.
we just
that
didn't.
we turn on that wood burning stove.
TikTok, y'all.
We let nature run its course.
I appreciate TikTok. I appreciate y'all following my feed. Y'all can ask me what happened later.
Hell, we don't know what happened.
That is a shame. I'm scared to say the D word now.
I say no.
That is a shame. Yeah, they slung that down real quick.
That's weird. That is That's messed up. That's messed up. That is messed up.
They restored my love access.
All right, it's gonna get revoked again.
Because I put on there, I don't even understand why I got a strike. So I guess they had to review my content and see what my content was about.
We didn't say anything.
So I'm gonna relook at my recording on my stream, and I'm going to try to write down what I think are targeted words. I mean, that's all I can do. I don't know if I can avoid them or not, but to say I put the foot forward and tried.
Or maybe they have a list of words.
I'm gonna have to.
We don't need to go live on 2 devices.
I wasn't trying to, but we definitely finna go back live over here. But Facebook, I'm sorry, because if y'all are saying anything, then okay, so y'all not saying that. But I was just gonna say, if y'all were saying anything, I apologize. I apologize because that kind of threw me because we was really going and we got shut off.
The only thing that I don't like about the TikTok live is that when you turn the camera, I think the comments should also rotate instead of still being that direction.
Yeah, because other than that, we can't see it, and
unless we turn like.
And this doesn't have it to where you can TikTok on here.
Really? But they have it to where you can be on what?
It's supposed to be 8 streams.
So TikTok should be one of those streams.
Well, remember I decreased my plan because I didn't even have 8 stream. I only had 2.
Still, TikTok is a major platform now.
Well, I had just got on TikTok.
I know, but I'm saying TikTok is a major platform.
Well, they just did somebody, but I'm gonna stop that. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there.
I'm on the razor now.
And we're gonna go back live.
I'm on a razor.
And
3, 2, 1. We're back.
Listen, TikTok. I got back on this live to do a verbal, I don't know what happened. And I'm sorry because I must have said something that triggered TikTok into believing that I was promoting hate.
Which is none of the sort. None of the sort.
But after reviewing my content, they reopened up my live access.
But you know what? That's actually a good thing. At least they, it's monitoring what things that are being said to a certain extent.
Yeah, well, they better make sure that that's what they're doing across the board. Because I was like, what happened to the video? Because it just shut off all of a sudden. And now it's going to be hard for me to reconnect to everybody that was on my feed. But I do appreciate y'all for hopping on. And we're going to be back on here because we're going to sign off. So we're going to be back on here on Tuesday. Tuesday is our Hot Topic Tuesday. And we usually try to bring up a lot of things that's kind of trending. Maybe a few days off because of when it comes out and starts trending. It kind of makes it hard for us to kind of keep up with work, school, daycares, school drop-offs and pickups, and all of our daily living to get back to our office to try to get back in the swing of things. So, and we have a strategic schedule that we go by. And if I detour off of that, the most important things that I have to pay for ain't gonna get done. So because I'm literally going to forget about that and I'm going to be focused on this. So, but I'm going to come on here, TikTok, because hopping on here on this feed with you guys, I'm going to say it was fun.
It was.
And I'm going to come back on here again. Like I said, on Tuesday, we will be here. On Tuesday, every Tuesday. On Thursday is our Freestyle Thursday. And I would like for you guys to hop on here if y'all have anything that y'all want us to talk about. The floor will be open for you. Oh, and with our device,
what are you looking for?
Our message device. Well, wherever it is, we're trying to get that set up. We need to get our voicemail down. So I everybody else kind of knows, but for TikTokers, we have a device where that we gonna have it to where if you guys have a letter to Lacey that you guys want to submit to me, I will be posting my email for that. If you have a memo to Monica, we're setting all this up. The memos are going to be just topics that you guys want to talk about. That'll go to Monica, and then the letters will come to me. The letters are basically scenarios, okay, life scenarios that y'all want to share. But you might not want to come on here, and you might want to kind of be anonymous. Then I will read your letter. So,
But you can also, say who you are.
yeah,
If you want to be brave enough, we have no problem with that. You can even say who you are and say you want to be anonymous. So,
right. I already screwed up
wow.
our first request that I had with the lady that approached me at the store.
Yo, she didn't ask questions. She did not ask questions.
Let me tell y'all, it was a bizarre event. So
She still should ask questions.
I was speaking to somebody that I knew, and they asked me about my lives that they ran across, and I was just conversating about my lives. And at the time, my lives were mostly streaming on Facebook more than anything, and my recordings going to YouTube. And a passerby, she asked me about it. She's like, "So how does the topics go?" And she was basically wanted me to speak on a topic on her husband didn't know she was gay, is what they said. And I was like, well, but she was sleeping with his mother. And I was like, wait, what?
And she did not ask questions. Can you believe she didn't ask questions? None. Not one. Not one.
And just asked me if I would speak about it. I was like, hell yeah.
And she didn't ask questions. None.
I did not. I didn't ask how long it's been going on. I didn't ask who approached who.
How did it start?
I didn't ask none of that. I didn't ask how
If it
she
was
felt
still
about her
going
spouse.
on.
I didn't ask nothing. All I had was a topic, and I walked away with that topic and came on here was ready to talk about it. And here she go. So what happened? So how did it this and how did it that? I had no idea how to answer her question because I was like, you know what? I didn't even think about that. But the reason why we're coming up with the letters to Lacey and the memos to Monica is because we actually have a lot of people that approach us in our town, and they'll come to us with face-to-face discussions that they are afraid to come to our platforms with,
and we're fine with that.
And so we wanna give them a space where they can kind of relieve themselves of whatever they want to get out, but don't want people to know that it's their business, So I'm setting up the email for the letters to Lacey, and we're setting up the voicemail box for the memos to Monica. So you guys can kind of share your thoughts or ideas or topics or whatever. Your open topics, y'all can do that right here every Thursday. And whatever we talk about on Hot Topic Tuesday, trust and believe, I am not a professional. Okay? Y'all gonna see how tacky I am. And I've apologized to everybody else. I'm gonna apologize to y'all now because I'm not gonna keep apologizing to y'all later, because it's just gonna be happening so frequent that apologies is gonna be tired and worn out at that point. I'm just warning y'all now. So I would love to see y'all back on here. Like I said, Tuesday, we always say 5:00, but we usually hop on here guaranteed by 5:30 because I'm real sloppy with this technology. And every time I get on here, I am a hot mess.
We're gonna have to work on that.
So I am letting y'all know that don't expect perfection. Y'all already see I came on here and this thing started in 3 seconds. I had no idea that I was actually gonna hop on and be live in 3 seconds.
We have to bring our snacks back.
I have to eat healthy.
Me too.
I have to eat healthy snacks.
I'm trying to get ready for my Hawaii trip.
Okay. She said
Oh
that,
yes, y'all. I am the traveler,
and I'm the crier. I ain't going nowhere.
Y'all gonna look up and she gonna be calling me, and I'm gonna be in Hawaii or the Dominican Republic or in Mississippi or just like last
I have to live my life through
weekend
her.
before last. I was I was near Houston. I'm the traveler. I would live out of my suitcase if I could.
No.
So yeah. Somebody say, you want to go? Where? I'm gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
I was tore up from the floor up just being in Dallas. So it's like,
what? That's a day trip.
and
I used to do that just to go get my waxes.
I was agitated and worn out. I had to sleep for 2 days after that.
What?
I was just utterly, I felt like I had done flown to Japan.
Girl, when I did my cruise, I was ready to come back to my suitcase in the washer and go on another one, same day.
But in my defense, when we went there, and this just happened last week, we didn't get to do absolutely anything. We was just literally driving.
Dallas ain't that bad.
We drove, well,
It depends
way
on
where
the
we
time
went-
of day.
where we went, because we went to Louisville, and they had a lot of heavy, bad construction and a lot of wrecks.
It's always construction.
And I'm not used to
But
all
you know
those
what?
wrecks.
Your problem is because you don't go up there enough. I go up there often, so I'm used to the traffic. It's just that when I come back, I have to readjust to the slow driving.
Let me tell you, I'll be up there with my camera in Dallas. I'm like, what are you doing? It's downtown. It's so pretty.
Now that's what you do if you go to New York or you go to Vegas. She taking pictures in Dallas? Come on now.
Taking pictures
This
in
up
Dallas.
the street.
I've been calling my mom. I just want to let you know I'm going out of town. Okay, where y'all going? Dallas.
That is not out of town. Now you just let somebody know. Like when I go to, I'll text 2 people, be like, "Hey, I'm heading to Dallas," just so they'll know I'm on the road. When I get back, I'm heading back. Now when I'm going out of town, I'll be like, "Hey, I'm fixing to go to New Orleans."
Well, I went out of town twice. Okay, literally for real, out of the state of Texas. I left the state of Texas twice, and it was trash.
Where did you go?
Chicago and Missouri.
Oh, Chicago, of course.
Well, to me, I was excited.
It's
to
not.
go
I'm
to
not bashing Chicago people, but Chicago's.
Well, there was no view in Chicago. Where we went there for my daughter's Navy graduation, there was no view. All we saw was cornfields. They didn't even have a Whataburger. That's when I learned Whataburger was only in Texas.
It's not only in Texas.
Well,
but not-
at that time when she went. And so it's like, y'all don't even have a Whataburger? What? And then Siri had us up there arguing because our restaurant was literally 3 miles down the street, and she drove us 15 miles out the way just
don't
to get
listen
to
to
it.
Siri. Use maps.
Listen, I'm not a traveler.
Siri be confused sometimes. She be mixing stuff up, and you haven't heard her kind of beatbox a little bit.
That was just one boring drive. But I will say I enjoyed seeing the Opera House. I enjoyed seeing the Big Bean, and I enjoyed seeing a lot of the downtown area. And then I did get to go see the Malcolm X University, and I did go and see the Chicago Bulls Stadium. And then had to run to our car
I mean,
because somebody got shot.
I know you married, but go to Philly and see them fine men with them beards and beautiful beautiful smiles.
I mean,
Woo.
we are trying to get our money up because it's an expensive trip and because he wants to drive, but we're trying to go to Jersey. And it's supposed to be September, so fingers crossed. I mean, driving. Both of my kids have driven home from one from Jersey, one from New York, one in the Navy. That's in Jersey. One in New York he's not in New York anymore, but at the time he was in New York Army. And they both drove home and said they would never make their drive again. So I know for my son, we had to send him $500 just for gas.
Damn, we just spent that. Well, that was a few years ago when we drove to Indianapolis.
Well,
it was a 19-hour drive.
It cost him a lot of money because he got stuck up there in that storm when everybody was stranded on the side of the road just a few years ago, and he got stuck up there in that storm. So needing gas was essential.
No, we didn't go in the winter.
No. Well, he was supposed to stay down here, and he went back to Atlanta to his girlfriend's house at the time, and then they together followed each other back to New York.
We wouldn't have done it in the winter.
Honey. Well, you can't tell. A lot of kids, they don't know better, but they think they do, and got their little butt stranded.
During that time of the year, living up there, we wouldn't have done it in the winter. We would have been like, I would have put my foot down. No, we're going to wait.
Yeah. So, and the second trip was when my son graduated from the military. His base, his military training was in Missouri. Now, I did enjoy the trip to Missouri, but they didn't have nothing. They didn't even have no mall where we was at.
You going to the flatlands?
Yeah, but they took.
What you think you were gonna? Okay,
going
to Missouri is like traveling through West Texas. You're gonna see nothing but the plains.
Yeah, because we spent $20 just riding on, what's those streets called? Toll Road. And it was just a straight shot, no traffic, of course, and 2 gas stations.
Yep.
So when you first get on there, you have to have a full tank of gas.
Yeah, because in West Texas, there's a sign that says no gas station for X amount of gas. X amount of miles. Gas up here.
Yeah. You have to have a full tank of gas before you even get on that toll road.
Yeah,
because you're going to be hours before you even hit one toll road.
Yeah, I might have to sedate you and take you somewhere. You gonna wake up. You gonna wake up. Where we at?
But I enjoyed myself. I guess I enjoyed myself in Missouri because it was so low key and almost country setting. There was nothing there for me to feel like I was gonna get lost.
I'm telling Brian, hey, we need to plan a vacation. Put this in her drink.
But
I'm gonna have to roofie your wife.
I almost thought Siri was trying to get me abducted because I was like, Siri, take us to the nearest mall. Siri took us 45 minutes away from our hotel to a place that said mall, but there was nothing there but an abandoned area.
Did you see a white van there with no windows?
I was like, where we at? Oh my God, we lost. Oh my. I said, I'm gonna cry.
I want to go to the Mall of America.
What is that?
It's in.
Is that an actual mall?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mall that has a school in it.
Why?
It just does. It's a huge mall. It has everything in it. It has, as seen, the store is called As Seen as on TV. It has like everything that not everything, but a lot of things they sell on TV. That's the name of the store, As Seen on TV. It has a lot of those products in the store. Well, all the products in that store. It's a mall that has lots of stores in it. It even has a theme park.
Okay.
It's called the Mall of America.
I think I'm fine right here.
No, you need to get
I
out
don't
more.
mind visiting, but I don't want to stay because And don't nobody
That's
ride with
why
me
it's
because
called
you're gonna be.
traveling. You travel. You only, Lacey, you only live once. I'm not saying you need to go skydiving or bungee jumping or getting in a hot air balloon. Travel.
Listen,
Your kids are grown.
TikTok, y'all see my face? The last time my face looked like this, I cried. I'm just saying, I just wanted y'all.
And she probably, it looked like she got a tear in her eye right now.
I be sitting up here crying for no reason.
She,
so I'm
and
just
she
saying.
does. And she does. She's very empathetic. Very.
Yes.
She's empathetic and sympathetic.
Yes.
I'm like me. I'm not cold hearted, but I don't cry. I don't cry that easily. I might be a little cold hearted.
I would drop a whole big, fat, juicy, pregnant crocodile tear
In a heartbeat.
and be looking like, why are you crying?
See, if big fat if I were to have Brian to knock her out so we could take her on vacation, she'd probably wake up and cry. I want to go home.
I want to go home. I'm going to ruin the trip for everybody.
We have to knock her out every day. Every day.
I'm ruin the trip for everybody. Everybody. I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
want to be here.
Know what they said when I went to Houston? When my auntie passed away, they was like, you driving your SUV down there? I'm like, yeah. Can so-and-so ride with you? No, not if they staying, because I'm not staying. It's a round trip. You driving all the way down there? You coming right back?
You did a turning back?
Girl, I didn't even take no purse. That's how. That's how I know. And I went down there for one reason only.
So you went down there, went to the funeral, and then came right back. Literal turn and burn.
I did not go to the funeral.
What?
Now, I love my auntie, but I hate Houston. I did not go to the funeral. I went to go see Chris and spent the day with him, and then I came back home.
She got to do better.
So, yeah. And I'm not going to say I spent the day with him. I spent a few hours and came back home.
Y'all hear this?
And as much as I love that
Do y'all
man,
hear
that was not enough to make me stay.
Do y'all hear this?
I still left.
Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this?
He was like, oh, you want to go to church with me? I want to introduce them to my daughter. I was like, no. I didn't bring no clothes. He said, you didn't bring no clothes? No. Why? I had no intentions of staying. Oh, I could take you to the mall and buy you something. No.
So if somebody paid for an all-inclusive trip, you wouldn't even go?
It depends.
What do you mean?
It depends on where I'm going and why you paying, and I feel like I'm going to be trapped.
I'm just saying, just say somebody paid for you and Brian to go on an all-inclusive trip, just so you and your husband could get away and reconnect. You would go.
It depends on where.
No, that's a yes or no.
It depends on where.
I mean, it's just a 3-day trip.
If I have to leave the U.S., no.
What? Girl, I'm like, does he have to go?
No.
That would be my response. Does he have to go?
If I have to leave the U.S., that is a HELL. No.
My passport is ready. I know exactly what it's in my top drawer with my socks. No, it's in the top drawer of my sleeping clothes, so I know where it's at all times.
It depends.
It's always up to date and ready to go.
And he's a traveler because he's like, oh, I want to take, like when my daughter went to Bremerton, he's like, okay, since you don't want to travel nowhere, you're not going to want to be separated from your kids. They're both in the military, so we're just going to use their station spots as our vacation spots. I'm like, okay, because they're not going to be home for the holidays, so let's take the holidays to them. He got to talking about going to Bremerton, Washington. I was A-okay when I thought I was getting on a plane. When he started talking about driving, I was like, nope, that's big.
Yep.
We didn't go either.
That's like, when I was booking my ticket for my flight, I'm looking at the hours, say I leave the airport at 11, and I get there at 2 something, and it was like 8 hours. I'm like, how's that 8 hours? It's only like 4 hours. Then I was like, oh, they're on a different time. They're on a different time zone. It took me forever to figure that out.
I still haven't figured that out. My baby been gone 8 years, and I be calling her like she's still on my zone.
Cause I was like 11 to 2.
And I think she's Jersey's ahead of us.
11, 12, 1. I said, that's 4 hours. That's only 4. Why does it keep saying 8? That's not 8 hours. That's 4 hours.
And just think Bryson's now in Hawaii.
What part of Hawaii?
Don't make me lie. I have no idea. It's the part that I couldn't keep sending money to because they too expensive.
Well, I'm going to be in Oahu and Honolulu.
That's where you're going?
Mm-hmm.
Like on this trip right here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, send a wave for me.
I will. Hey, girl.
Shake a hip.
I'm going to shake a couple of hips. And my straw
Shake a
skirt,
hip.
I'm going to have my low.
I will say he frequents the beach a lot. So if you see anybody out there that's a male version of me, that's my son. I don't have, out of 4 kids, you know, God gives everybody that one child that looks just like them.
Well, you know, people
I don't
say,
have one.
people say that my oldest daughter looked like me, and they say that my son Trent looks like me. And I'm like, because I used to go to McDonald's to get my iced coffee. I pull up, and this girl say, "Are you Trent, Mom?" Yeah. He said, he looked just like you. I'm like, no. I don't think so.
No, people call
She said, yeah, y'all look just alike. Then they used to say that about my oldest daughter. He was like, you became mom? I was like, yeah, I don't know. Y'all look just alike. I was like, nope. She looked just like her daddy, just put a wig on her.
No, but I never knew who I looked like. So I really thought I was adopted. I was really hoping, really. And I love my mom, but I thought I was adopted. Because I was like, I don't look like nobody. I'm a standalone. I wonder if I'm adopted. And mom was like, you're not adopted. Trust me. You look like your daddy folks. I'm like, I don't look like none of them people. They darker than me. One real short. And I was like, I don't look nothing like them. Yeah, you look just like them. But then I hauled off and I hit 30. And this lady come up to me. She said, I saw a lady. When I went to go do my taxes, I saw a lady in the line. And I asked her if she knew who you was, but she said she didn't know who you was. I said, well, what was the lady's name? She said, Cheryl. I said, oh. I said, and she didn't know who I was? She said, I asked her if she knew a girl named Lacey, and she said, no. And she said, well, you look just like this lady that I work with named Lacey. She said, you wouldn't happen, so she said, so you wouldn't happen to know no lady named Cheryl, would you? Not if she don't know a lady named Lacey.
You are a mess. You knew damn well.
So me and my mom, we both ended up working for the same hospice company.
Uh-huh.
And they did not connect the dots that we were mother and daughter. So my mom go in there, she get her stuff. She's been there longer.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go in there, and it's like, you know, I don't think you've met all of our workers that are out in the field. She said, but we have a lady that looks just like you that works here. Her name is Cheryl. She said, you wouldn't happen to know her, would you? I said, I don't know. What's her last name? And she said, Cheryl Moore. What she look like? She said, she look just like you. I said, I have to see her. So,
knowing all the while she's your mother.
So my mom had to come back in there, and we were sitting up there talking to each other. She said, Cheryl, do you know Lacey? She said, yeah, I know Lacey. She said, well, I was trying to explain to her that y'all look alike, and she said she had to see you. So Lacey, this is Cheryl. And she said, well, I know who she is. That's my daughter. I was just she so Cheryl's your mother? I was like, yeah, that's my mom. She said, but you said you didn't know her. I mean, it could have been another Cheryl Moore working here. I mean, I don't know.
You
I had
knew
to
who
see her.
you knew.
It was two Cheryl dudes.
Oh, okay.
One with a C, one with an S. So I said I have to see her.
Well, you know, growing up, my brother and sister.
Because that was
used to
her
tell
name
me,
before she got married.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, duh.
Yeah.
My brother and sister used to tell me I was adopted. Yeah.
Really? So sad.
That sure did.
No, I look exactly like my mama.
Even though I look just like my grandmother.
And for the record, y'all, these are some pretty teeth in my mouth, but these are not. They're mine because I paid for them.
They didn't even have to know all of that.
But if I hop on this feed one day and I ain't got my teeth in my mouth, mind your business.
They're not even gonna be able to tell that either.
Yeah, they will, because I talk and laugh a lot.
So what?
Listen, I'm just giving y'all the heads up, so don't be surprised.
Yeah.
FYI.
Y'all see the shenanigans that I have to deal with? And this is not all. Just wait.
FYI.
Just the shenanigans on all of it's not even here yet. Just wait.
I look like I literally just rolled out of bed. Came up here, didn't wash my face, brushed my teeth, washed my ass, nothing. That's what I look like.
Wait till I take my hair down.
But
Y'all,
mind you, I
have
did
hair. I have
did
hair.
take a bath.
It's just braided. I have hair.
I took a bath, I brushed my teeth, then I washed my face.
But you know, I wonder why do people think that people that wear braids don't have hair?
I was caught bald headed all my life until I took that hair out of my head.
Is that your hair? I got that. When I was prospecting, because I wore braids all the time. And then when I took my hair down, everybody was looking at me like, she got a hair full of her. And one girl even came up behind me and rubbed her hair against my scalp. I said, yeah, it's all mine. Homegrown.
My sister did that once. No, I don't have any hair now. I've got a undercut going all the way around. And then I got some locks that's probably stop out right there and trickle down in different lengths.
And believe it or not, I had my hair shaved in the back. I had no hair. It was short.
I almost want to cut all my hair off and just start
My
over.
hair came to about my ears. And all I heard was, your hair not going to grow back. It ain't going to grow back. I said, well, if it do, it do. It don't, it don't. It's just hair. I'm not my hair.
I almost want to just cut it off and just like fade it off and start.
Oh, trust me. Ooh, I thought about that so many times.
Start all the way over.
Ooh, I thought about it so
I
many
got to the
times.
age where that I don't like combing my hair. I just want to just get up and go.
It's not that I don't like combing my hair. It's just that
Well,
my hair is so sensitive. It can be a little humidity in the hair. And oops.
yeah, and plus the way my hair is, if I don't do my hair on specific days and stuff like that, because I have it trained, it will break off.
But I don't
It's very sensitive.
I don't have that issue with my hair breaking out, but you know, when my hair is not braided, even when my hair is braided, I at least wash my hair once a week. So, I mean, I don't know. And it takes forever. Because sometimes I go and get it done just so I can get, you know, the right deep conditioning that it needs, because I can't do the deep conditioning with the heat, because I don't have the sit under dryer at home. So I'll
What you have?
the handheld blow dry.
Oh, okay. Now I got to sit on there, and I actually got the back in the day the bag that you put on your head,
I thought about getting one of those.
and you attach
the
the hose to it.
Mhm.
I got one of those too.
I thought about getting one. I think I might get one of those. So
Yeah.
I can do the little hot oil treatment thing.
Yeah.
I think I might get one of those. Yeah. Because you know I'm natural. So when I go to get my hair done, it's so expensive. Because the lady that does my hair, she specializes in natural hair. But she does a wonderful job. It's just so expensive.
Well,
And then she bases it on the length, and because my hair is past my shoulders, more expensive.
well, I'm locked, and my lock journey is a hot deal pickle mess. And I got a year's worth of videos that I didn't post that I really need to post, because it was supposed to help me get my hair on the right track, and now it's done locked up, so it's too late. But if y'all got any tricks to what I can do for my locks, because my locks is not a traditional lock journey.
She said traditional.
And just know that really
Did it die?
oh my god. So sad. Oh my goodness. We just can't catch a break, can we? Yeah, it died. Boy. I bet they're gonna be like, dang, what happened? Oh, well. Y'all, we keep losing our feed, so y'all get the gist. Y'all know we're a hot mess.
Yes. We'll get there.
But so since we done lost our connection altogether, well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and hopefully we can have everything backed up for a better live feed Tuesday. Because I had a full battery when we started.
Huh? That?
At least I thought it said a full battery. I could. Maybe I was looking at the 5G. Because it's right there next to each other.
Oh.
So maybe I was looking at that and it appeared that it was full, but maybe it really wasn't full. And now we done lost our live. And we have viewers too. Quite a few viewers. So oh well.
But we did good for our first time, considering we got kicked out. We got suspended for a moment.
Yeah. They probably think we got suspended again because it just ended. But I will say thank you guys for hopping on this feed while we were just ranting about pretty much anything, because
well, no, we did our actual topic, but at the end, we kind of,
And y'all know what to do. I didn't get a chance to put up none of my banners or whatever, because once I get to talking, especially on two different areas, I can't multitask after that. But y'all know what to do.
We gonna work.
Like, subscribe, comment. You get the gist.
We gonna work on that.
Yeah, we're gonna get better. We're gonna get better. I've been told to get me a computer
Hourglass.
thingamabob.
Timer thingy.
Camera. I said, my computer's way over there and we're way over here. And he said, well, they got some that are really good view shots.
Oh.
I just hope it don't cost
an
arm and a leg, because we done not really spent the arm and a leg. We ain't got no more arms and legs to spend. I'm just saying. We already spent that.
We should have started with fingers and toes. Then you wouldn't be able to walk. Well, hell, you can't walk now. Shit. Shoot.
But y'all already know we're gonna be back on here on Hot Topic Tuesday, and y'all already know, to give you the pre-list, we're gonna be talking about y'all, all this crazy drama that's happening in the U.S. Okay, in our government is what we're going to be talking about. I could have hopped on there and said something about it, at least did a short live on it, but they wear me out. I'm sure something else gonna be done came up by Tuesday for me to talk about. That's just how ridiculous they are, that they always got something coming up on a daily basis. So I don't feel like my topic will be too far out of reach for me to bring it up, even though y'all already know about it. I'm just gonna talk about it just to be saying something, basically. And if y'all can't catch me on Tuesday, y'all know that we'll be back here on Freestyle Thursday as well. And again on Relationship Saturday. So I haven't said this in a long time.
What?
Have fun like we have fun.
Oh, you have it.
But they know we have fun.
We are full of the shenanigans.
Have fun like we have fun. And we will see you next time. Peace out.
Bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now.